Hi there, Gemini. Thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for October. The month begins with the Sun in the most enterprising part of your horoscope, where it is, along with Venus, going to give you real encouragement to express yourself. There's also a tremendous link between Mars in your opposite sign and the Sun, and also Jupiter in your sector of everyday communications. So the first 2 weeks of this month, it really is a wonderful opportunity for you to showcase your talents and reach out to people with enthusiasm and conviction. You can be very persuasive. But as ever, in astrology, there are always contra-indications which are more challenging. And this month it begins on the 4th, when Mercury, your ruler, starts to twist backwards in the part of your scope to do with the detail of situations, but very much to do with anything concerning the nitty-gritty. So that nitty-gritty needs to be really executed very, very carefully, particularly through to the 11th. So if you're looking at paperwork, you're trying to raise some finances, you're checking bank statements, then there could be something that you really need to concentrate upon, otherwise it could catch you out. So don't get so caught up in all the drama and excitement of this wonderful gush of energy that you take your eye off these finer elements. Now, there is also an opposition between the Sun and Uranus between the 4th and the 11th, suggesting that there could be a surprise change of plans when it comes to your long-term future, or a friendship or a romantic situation can have a dramatic impact on your senses. Now, perhaps you're going to find yourself drawn towards someone in your circle. With Venus also in opposition to Uranus in week 2, this wouldn't be a complete surprise. Whether it's going to be a long-standing relationship or not is another matter, but there is an electric attraction that is going to be arcing between you and someone across these weeks. Now, in an existing relationship, there could also be a quarrel, particularly if you're wanting more space and room from a partner who perhaps wants to have more of a say over what you do on an individual basis. I think the best of relationships do give people the chance to pursue their own interests, and it can actually help to revive and stimulate things. So maybe you need to show a bit more trust, or a partner may need to show more trust in you. Now, Mercury steps back into Libra, your sister air sign, on the 12th. And when it comes to your social situation, well, this too can be an area where things can be planned and then things are pretty fluid. They're reconfigured, called off, maybe you doing some of the cancelling. And that can be frustrating, but just try to go with it with the knowledge that Mercury's retrograde can make us do or influence events like this. However, from the middle of the month, the Sun is going to start to join together with Venus in the most wonderful of ways. This is a very, very rare alliance for you in this part of your horoscope. And it's going to give you the opportunity to really open up your heart and be more warm and more confident in the way that you approach people and situations in general. Now, on the 23rd, the Sun moves out of this loved up area and into a more practical one, and it is also going to be followed by Venus on the 24th, when there is also a solar eclipse. Now, over the last couple of years, it wouldn't be a surprise if you have been doing something around your health, trying to improve things at some level, whether it's cutting down on drinking, perhaps stopping smoking, improving your diet. If you're still grappling with this and not quite being as steamious or as applied as you could be, this solar eclipse is really asking you over the next 6 months to really take this area of life very seriously. If you do and clean up your act appropriately, then you can start to feel the best you have for years. On the other hand, if you don't, you may find the energy starts to tail off and lots of little niggles will start to creep in. Saturn is really oppressive on this solar eclipse, so do be conscious of that. And yet, when it comes to your professional situation, you may find yourself doing a presentation or having an interview in the last 10 days of this month. And you can do very well if you emphasize the personal dynamic, the fact that you want to interact with people well. Whoever you're meeting can be impressed by this. And if you're in a long-standing employment situation, even if there are people there you don't completely like, diplomacy can help to make your life and theirs that much more comfortable. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.